everybody, it's David and Ryan again out at Reptile Gardens, and we figured it was time to start talking about some snakes. So, Ryan, who do we have with us today?
Starting out with this is one of our younger green anacondas that we have here at Reptile Gardens. This one's not on display, but we do have our large one upstairs in the upper ring of the dome, if people do want to see a really big one.
Okay, so you said one of our anacondas. How many anacondas does Reptile Gardens have?
We have 4. We have 3 smaller ones that are still growing up, and then our larger one upstairs. They're all green anacondas. They're the bigger one. There's the yellow anacondas are also another species of anaconda. They don't get nearly as big. But yeah, we have 4 of them here.
Okay, so this one, how long would you say this anaconda is?
This one's probably about 5 feet long, 6 feet.
5-6 feet, and then how old is a 5 or 6 foot anaconda?
Kind of depends how much food and stuff they're getting. This one's, I think, is somewhere between 8 to 9 years old still, so it's still growing a lot.
Where in the world are green anacondas found naturally?
These guys are going to be typically found in South America, so kind of in the Amazon rainforest, parts in there. They have a wide range. But these snakes can get up to 25 feet long. They feed on things like capybaras, which are one of the largest rodents in the world. They'll feed on deer, caiman, which are a close relative of alligators. And so they're really not limited too much to what they can eat.
And one thing I do know about the anaconda is that they're one of the giant snakes of the world, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're actually considered the heaviest snake, or one of the heaviest snakes in the world. Some of them get up to over 300 pounds pretty easily.
Jeez. And so how big is the bigger one that we have on display upstairs in the dome?
Bigger one, we don't usually take her out too much to either measure her or anything like that. She's a big handful, so it takes a lot of us to do that. But length-wise, she's probably pushing at least around 15 feet. Weight-wise, could be anybody's guess, a couple 100 pounds again.
You said it takes a few of you to, like, obviously the snakes do have to come out of their displays at some point to redo or to clean. How many people does it take to handle the big snake that we have on display?
For some of those big ones upstairs, it may take several, 5, 6 people. It's really, we might even go through the process of possibly occupying her mouth. We could go ahead and feed her while she's grabbed onto that food. It might make it a little bit easier to move her. That's one of the tricks to do with some of your bigger snakes if you ever have to move them, but it's still going to take, just because of her weight, about 5 to 6 people at least.
So you mentioned that they can eat caiman. Now I've seen a few videos on the internet of a gigantic snake swallowing a huge caiman. Now that can happen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So these guys, when they're swallowing their prey, they have really stretchy skin. All snakes do, and so when this guy goes to swallow it, they can get something a couple times its own diameter. So you think about a big snake upstairs, or a large anaconda can get about the size of a dinner plate, or about 12 inches across, and so you can expand that on how much larger prey they can actually eat.
What do we feed our larger snakes, like this one, and then some of the biggest snakes, anaconda, the Burmese python upstairs? What do we feed our largest snakes?
So this one right here, usually about every couple weeks, about once a month, these guys will get a jumbo-sized rat, which is a pretty decent-sized rat, and then the ones upstairs, we'll go ahead and we'll just feed them rabbits. It's an easier food source for us to go ahead and get a hold of. Even though they could eat something bigger, we just kind of stick to that.
Sure. So could a snake this size overpower us?
Yeah, this one, even for how small it is, could go ahead and start to coil around. They're extremely muscular, and so even though it's just kind of hanging on right now, it could go ahead and start to constrict you.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.